All right, Lily, you're about ready to start season number 2 here,
Yeah.
right? So, how are you feeling? Or I guess season 3 for you, right?
Yeah.
But how are you feeling starting the year?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm super excited. It's going to be a great year with it being the first NCAA season. So, I think that we've been training really hard, and our team is more than prepared.
How did you handle last year? I know you only really got to compete in like one competition, right? So how did you kind of handle dealing with injuries last year?
Yeah, I think injuries are just a part of the sport. It's both physically and mentally challenging, and just trusting in the process and in my coaches and in my team was the biggest thing, and just making sure that I stayed engaged and stayed on top of my recovery was really big, but really just truly trusting the process and knowing that it's all part of the journey.
When you're injured, what tactic did you take, to continue your growth as a wrestler?
Yeah, I think just trusting my coaches and their training. They've been through it, they've done it. They're, previous Olympians. I think injury is just a part of it, and just learning that you can do hard things and get through hard things, and it's just a thing that happens within the sport. But just staying persistent and persevering through it, I think was really big.
I heard your name. You guys, the team put together a social media clip. Who's their favorite workout partner?
Yeah.
Your name came up a few times. What do you think people like working with you in the room?
I think that they just like that. I'm kind of go. I don't like to stop, and I don't like to let off the pressure. And I think that Coach Mann talks a lot about that. He calls me a Mustang sometimes, and I like that about myself. I'm aggressive, and I just keep going on the pedal. So. Yeah.
So you get a taste of obviously what the national tournament was like your
Yeah,
freshman year.
yeah.
Last year was obviously tough, but then you've had that taste before. So how much does that motivate you, having that experience and then trying to bring it into this year, into the NCAA tournament, if you get that opportunity?
Absolutely. I think I'm really excited. I'm ready. I trust in my training. I trust in my journey that's led me to where I am now, and I'm excited to get another chance, especially it being the first NCAA national tournament and NCAA season this year. I'm excited to get that opportunity and continuing to just progress my wrestling.
So where do you feel like you've grown the most since you've had that chance to where you are now?
Absolutely. I think that I've grown the most in my technique and just being more like with my mat awareness and being able to get the last point when it's most needed. I think that's really developed in my wrestling, and just being persistent and, like I said, just never letting off the gas.
What was your